Why would a man gouge out his own eyes the moment he solved a murder mystery? The answer isn't just tragic, it's the most disturbing twist in history. You see, we usually think of detectives chasing bad guys in the shadows, but what happens when the detective is the villain, and he doesn't even know it? That's the story of Oedipus, and to understand the blood at the end, we have to go back to the very beginning, to a baby, a prophecy, and a pair of pierced ankles. It starts in Thebes, with King Laius and Queen Jocasta. They get a visit from the Oracle of Delphi, and the news is, well, it's a nightmare. The Oracle says their newborn son is destined to kill his father and marry his mother. Now, most parents would just protect the kid, right? But Laius isn't taking chances. He orders a servant to take the baby to the mountains, pin his ankles together, brutal, I know, and leave him to die. They think they've cheated fate. They think the problem is solved. But here's the thing about Greek prophecies. The harder you try to run, the faster they catch you. The servant can't do it. He feels bad for the kid, so he passes the baby to a shepherd from the neighboring city of Corinth. That shepherd gives the baby to the king and queen of Corinth, who are desperate for a child. They name him Oedipus, which literally means swollen foot because of his injuries. So, Oedipus grows up living the good life. He's a prince. He thinks the king and queen of Corinth are his biological parents. He has no idea about the hit put on him as a baby. But then, one night at a party, some drunk guy yells out that Oedipus isn't really the king's son. It eats at him. So, what does he do? He goes to the oracle to get the truth. And this is where it gets messy. The oracle ignores his question about adoption and just drops the hammer. You will kill your father and sleep with your mother. Oedipus is horrified. He thinks this prophecy applies to the nice couple in Corinth who raised him. He loves them. He can't let that happen. So he runs. He packs his bags and flees Corinth, vowing never to return while they're alive. He thinks he's running away from his fate. But he's running right into it. On the road, at a place where three paths meet, he gets into a traffic dispute. Seriously, ancient road rage. An old man in a chariot runs him off the road and hits him. Oedipus, who has a bit of a temper, fights back. In the chaos, he kills the old man and his guards. He brushes it off. Just self-defense against a stranger. He keeps walking until he hits Thebes. Now, Thebes is in trouble. There's a monster, the Sphinx, terrorizing the city. She kills anyone who can't solve her riddle. Oedipus, being the smart guy he is, steps up. He solves the riddle, the Sphinx destroys herself, and the city is saved. The people of Thebes are thrilled. Their king was recently killed on the road. Mysterious circumstances, nobody knows who did it. So the throne is empty. They make Oedipus the king, and as part of the deal, he marries the widowed queen, Jocasta. They live happily for years. They have 4 kids. He's a good king. But then, the plague comes. Crops fail. Women are dying in childbirth. The city is rotting. Oedipus sends someone to the oracle to ask why. The answer? The corruption is in the city. The killer of the old King Laius is living among you. Punish him, and the plague ends. Oedipus transforms into a detective. He is determined to save his people. He publicly curses the killer. He vows to hunt him down, no matter who it is. Talk about irony. He's hunting himself. He calls in the blind prophet, Tiresias. Tiresias knows the truth and refuses to speak. He tells Oedipus, "You don't want to know." But Oedipus pushes and pushes until Tiresias snaps and says, "You are the corruption. You are the killer." Oedipus thinks it's a conspiracy. He thinks Tiresias and his brother-in-law are trying to steal the throne. He's paranoid. He digs deeper. Then, a messenger arrives from Corinth. "Good news," he says. "Your father, the king of Corinth, is dead of old age." Oedipus is relieved. He didn't kill his dad. The prophecy was wrong. But he's still scared about the marrying his mother part. The messenger says, "Oh, don't worry about that. You were adopted."
I know because
"I'm the one who brought you from the mountains." The heir leaves the room. Jocasta, she figures it out first. She realizes who Oedipus is. She begs him, "Stop asking questions. Leave it alone." She runs into the palace, screaming. But Oedipus needs to know. He brings in the old shepherd, the one who was supposed to kill the baby years ago. He threatens to torture the man until he talks. And finally, the shepherd whispers the truth. The baby came from Laius's house. The pieces click. The man at the crossroads was Laius, his father. The queen in his bed is Jocasta, his mother. The children he loves are his siblings. He ran from Corinth to save his parents, and by running, he killed his real father and married his real mother. The prophecy wasn't a warning. It was a map. Oedipus rushes into the palace. He finds Jocasta. She's hanged herself. The horror is too much. He takes the golden pins from her dress and plunges them into his eyes. He says he can't bear to see the world or his parents in the afterlife. He blinds himself to shut out the horror he created. He begs to be exiled. The king who saved the city is the monster destroying it. It's a terrifying thought, isn't it? That your greatest strengths, your intelligence, your determination, could be the very things that destroy you. So here's the question that keeps me up at night. If Oedipus had just stayed in Corinth and done nothing, would the prophecy still have come true? Or did he cause it by trying to stop it? Let me know what you think in the comments below.